What's up, guys? So we got squat and bench today, and it is hot out. It's very hot out today. So I also unfortunately am not gonna have time to run today. At least like after my workout. I could do it after work, but I'm just gonna be really busy today because I got work, and that's at 3:30. So although I guess I could run today. It doesn't take super long. It's like 10 minutes. So I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I don't know. I really don't know. It's very hot. I know I said that already, but in my house, we turn off the AC. We only have the AC going from like 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. just that way we can fall asleep while it's nice and cool. But that also means in the morning and afternoon and into the evening, it's always really hot in the house. So I try to be out of the house when it's really hot, like at the gym or I don't know, hanging out with my buddies if I can, just because we don't run the AC, except for when we're kind of going to bed. So that's that. But yeah, I think it's a squat. I think it's a single today. For a squat, and then I want to say it's a 4-count bench today. Or no, this is the 3. This is the last day of the block. So this is the triple day. So yeah, today. What? The gas price just went up. It went up from $3.79 to $3.99. This is bullcrap. This is so stupid. I hate Illinois. I don't even know who the governor of Illinois is right now, but if he just killed himself, I'd be very happy. I'm willing to put that out there on the internet. Illinois sucks. Like a lot. And it's not just because of the gas prices. So, yeah. I'm gonna get the video edited up at work, and I'll make sure to. Oh, it looks like the community center's contracting out the mowing stuff to someone, so that's kind of cool. They said they were going to continue doing it on their own, but I guess they're contracting it out to maybe CU Plumbing, because I see a CU Plumbing there, but I don't know if that's a Champaign-Urbana. That's what CU stands for around here. But I don't know if that's like for actual plumbing or if it's maybe like their landscaping type deal too. But this pre-workout looks like shit water. I don't know if you guys can get a good look at that. Oh shit, I just spilled the... I'm sorry. I did not mean to curse. But it does look like poop water. That's like the 5th spam call today. Ugh. Ugh. Tastes like... It's nasty. Total War pre-workout is so bad. Oh, oh, woo! It's nasty. If you guys are gonna buy Total War pre-workout, make absolutely sure that the only kind you buy is their Black Ops or whatever, like their Special Ops, Night Ops, or what, I don't know what it's called, something like that, because that's the only pre-workout that tastes half decent from them. Everything else tastes like just straight butt cheeks. It's terrible. It's supposed to be blue raspberry. Literally tastes like mud water. Like, imagine like what you think a rotten mango would taste like. And it's terrible. I'm sorry. I gotta get inside.
Thank you, man. You too.
All right, hair's chopped as ever. I do kind of need a haircut. I probably should hit my boy Little C up and get myself a nice little trim up, especially when the internal temperature of my car is reading 130 degrees Fahrenheit. It was literally a sauna in here. Holy cow. I don't think I've ever been in a hotter environment in my entire life. And not even a sauna, dude. It was an oven. Like, obviously, it's probably not really 130, but that's hot enough to cook beef. Like that's the internal temperature that, like, a nice steak should be. 130 degrees. Now, it could be that where the thermometer is 130 degrees because of the magnification of the sunlight from the windshield. But even still, I'd be willing to bet it's a solid 115, 120 in the car, like, you know, as far as open air goes. I'd be willing to bet it's pretty dang hot in here. So that is absurd. I don't understand how. Like, I obviously know that it's hot here, but, like, this is bad. There's a heat warning or a heat wave warning for a reason here, and it's a very good reason. I think it's like 93 today. Could be a lot worse. I'll say that. Could be a lot worse, but 93 is about as hot. My phone says it's it said it was 93 when I got here. So I imagine it's probably 95, 96, something like that. Outside, like outside right now because it's a little bit later than when I got here, when I first got to the gym. But man, it's hot. I don't care who you are. 90, you know, even freaking 93 degrees. Brutal. That's not something that you want to be present in for a very long time. And it's not even like, even if you don't sweat, you can still get sick and you can get heat exhaustion really, really fast. And that's one of the big things with football. That's why we try to, or the coaches try to, like, make sure that we're not practicing in terrible, terrible weather. But we do practice in the hottest part of the day. We practice this year it's going to be 3:45 to 7:45. So it'll be a little cooler. But usually hottest part of the day is around 2 to 3 around here. So actually it's probably like 1 p.m. to like 3 p.m. because from that period it usually stays the same temperature, because that's kind of like when the sun's at its peak, is those hours. So it might be like 1 degree or like a half degree hotter at the highest point, but like from 1 to 3 is usually probably the hottest part of the day here. So and that's when we start practice in the hottest part of the day, and it cools off. And you can definitely notice during practice that it cools off. If it drops by like 2 or 3 degrees even, you'll notice it. But we don't generally practice once the heat index is above like 90, maybe like 92 is like max we've ever practiced in. Just because, one, I think IHSA actually has legit rules where you can't practice past a certain temperature, but I think it's also like they don't want a kid to pass out or die type deal. And that's what Dead Week is. You know, you take the hottest week of the year and you say, hey, listen guys, I want you guys to do some running on your own, but do it on your own, because if I'm organizing it and one of you dies or passes out, it's on me. But if you guys organize it and you guys run on your own, it's not on anyone. So they'd rather, the school people would rather have us do stuff on our own than have, you know, coaches supervise and, you know, them be responsible, which, you know, ultimately leads the school to be responsible in the state. And, you know, there can be lawsuits, and it's just a nasty situation for everyone. So yeah, but I'm gonna get inside, get showered up, eat some lunch. I got some leftover honey chipotle honey lime chipotle. I don't know how, like, the order you would say it. Let's dissect this real quick. Let's see. Honey chipotle lime, chipotle honey lime chipotle honey, lime honey chipotle, honey lime chipotle. I don't know how you, if you really, let's just think about this for a second, okay? How would you say it? What do you want first? Chipotle is the boldest part of the flavor, so that can be like, that probably needs to be first. So it's probably chipotle. I don't know. Honey lime chipotle. I kind of like honey lime chipotle because that is like, that describes like the depth and flavor, because like you will notice the sweetness first, and then honestly you probably notice the chipotle next, and then the lime. That kind of describes the depth and flavor. Like you'll notice the honey first, and then the chipotle, and then the lime. So yeah, I guess you could say honey chipotle lime or honey lime chipotle. I think honey lime chipotle because honey lime is a sauce that describes the sauce, and chipotle is the seasoning on the chicken. So you say honey lime chipotle chicken. So it's honey lime sauce with chipotle seasoning on the chicken, and then you got the cilantro lime rice. I like Chipotle's Chipotle honey lime chicken and their the cilantro lime rice. So I made some of that up yesterday. Made way too much for myself, so that's in a meal prep container, and I'll just eat that for lunch. And yeah, trying to think. Workout was pretty good. Squats were bad. They were really bad. But the fatigue, man, is just, I've trained 3 days in a row with no rest days. and that just gets to you, bro. That's bad. So that's probably why squats was terrible, but bench went really good. 315 was like butter, man. I'd be willing to bet I could have gotten almost 10 reps of 315 paused, which means I probably could have got 15 raw, or not 15 touch and go. I think I'm probably to the point where I could get 275 for 20 reps on bench. Maybe even like 20 reps paused, because I can get it for like 12 reps on Larson press. So I'd be willing to bet I could get it. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll say 20 reps touch and go, because Larson press is roughly equivalent. Larson press touch and go is roughly equivalent to like a comp standard bench. Like whatever I can do for Larson press touch and go, I can do kind of for comp standard bench, at least for reps. It's a little bit less. Like Larson touch and go is probably a little less, like 10% less, but it's roughly equivalent. So like Larson press touch and go, 275 for 7, RPE 5. Obviously, I could have gotten 12 if I pushed myself. So I think I could get 275 for 15 paused. I do want to try this out someday, see where I'm at, because if I can get 20 reps of Larson press touch and go, that would be freaking amazing. But I'm wasting gas here, and gas is expensive, so I'm gonna get inside and I'm gonna get showered. Let me eat my Chipotle honey lime chicken, and gonna go to work after and edit up this video, and then watch Maul Shadow Lord and The Rookie probably. I don't know. I got Disney Plus, but it sucks, dude. Disney Plus is so bad. Like they monetize stuff so much. The Rookie has minimum 12 minutes of advertisements on it. Minimum of 12 minutes. And Maul Shadow Lord only has 5 minutes maximum of advertisement time. And the shows that are the most popular, they put the most ads on so they can monetize it the most, which is so stupid. That's how every single streaming service is nowadays, and it sucks so much. Although I don't know about Netflix. Netflix might still be kind of decent, but so it used to be that like you could watch you could watch these you could like get the streaming service and you could watch these shows for free, as long as you watch the ad, as long as you were okay with having ads and stuff. Or maybe it was something ridiculous like $2 or $3 a month, but you had ads. Then they made ads mandatory, but you could pay for an extra tier to get rid of the ads. And then they made it so that way no matter what you have ads, but you could buy an extra tier to have less ads. And now they make it so that way every membership has ads no matter what, and there's no getting around the ads. And it's so freaking stupid. I hate Disney. I hate Disney so much. Disney's the most corrupt, stupid thing on the planet. Except that's not true. Probably APEC is. The Jews are really corrupting America. Not really, but APEC has a lot of influence on the U.S., which is kind of scary. And also, I was watching this John Kiriakou podcast. Sorry, I need to get inside, but I'll kind of explain this. The only reason Netanyahu is continuing this war is so he can stay in power. The second this war ends, he's out of power, and that's why he's, or at least that's the theory. That's why he's staying in this war, is because he wants to stay in power and stay influence. But I'm gonna get inside, get showered up, eat my honey lime chipotle chicken, and I will see you guys for Friday's workout. Yeah, because I think we're switching. We're gonna do Friday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, So yeah, I'll have 2 days off of working out to recover from this bull crap. So I'll see you guys for Friday's workout, which will be singles on bench and deadlift. So yeah, I don't know. Wish I had a catchphrase, but I always say that. Let's do it. Catchphrase.